Hey, what's up? My name's Grant Kanoki. I'm a singer, songwriter, producer, and artist, and you're listening to Power 98.5.
We don't play the social game. We are social. Power 98.5. You're listening to Power 98.5, powered by United Angels Dream, your #1 resource for public relations, entertainment, and multimedia. Contact them today at unitedangelsdream.com.
Hi, this is Dan Aykroyd. He's progressive. He's beautiful. He's thoughtful. He's intelligent. He's powerful. He's positive. He is Stephen Cuoco on Power 98.5 Satellite Radio.
Empowering listeners from the US to the UK. Live on air with Stephen Cuoco.
You know what? It's that kind of day today. It's 70 degrees outside. It's bright. It's sunny. Finally, we're getting warm weather here on the East Coast because I'm telling you, the 30s, the 40s, you would think by now it would be all over with, but it's not. I tell you, fall still wants to keep creeping in and letting us know we've got to wear our jeans and jackets when we just want to feel like we're back in Vegas. So, thank you for joining us today live on air with Stephen Cuoco on Power 98.5. I was just introduced a while back ago with having the pleasure of meeting Jack Conway. He's a 25-year-old singer-songwriter from Indiana. Growing up in a sports-oriented family, he didn't begin songwriting until he was 19 years of age. Quickly, he became addicted to, creating and music and being who he is and how he found himself as a musician and as an artist. Drawing influences from artists like John Mayer, Charlie Puth, Shawn Mendes, and the Jonas Brothers, he crafted simply constructed melodies and distinct lyrics with infectious arrangements for a harmonious blend to the ear. And this is what makes Jack Conway so very intriguing, captivating. And we're going to be doing a live music drop. His new song or his new single, Sad Songs, will be debuting midnight tonight. So it will be considered Friday, May 14th, but you're going to be listening to it live here firsthand. And welcome to the show, my dear friend, Jack Conway.
Thank you for having me. How are you?
You know what? I couldn't have had or asked for a better Thursday afternoon than to have you on right now. And knowing that I've got this distinct honor to be able to play your new, I want to say hit single, so I'm going to prophesize it. Your soon-to-be new hit single, Sad Songs.
I appreciate that. It's exciting. It's exciting. I'm very much looking forward to this one coming out.
Now, your reps, incredible representation that you have. Love your reps very much. Taylor and Nicholas over there at Elite Talent. They did share with me a little synopsis about Sad Songs, but I'm not even going to dare read it because I want to hear it from you. Give us the backstory about Sad Songs.
Yeah, first off, like you said, Taylor and Nicholas are amazing. So thank you to them for making this happen. And secondly, Sad Songs, just to hit that question, it just as the pandemic was going throughout, right, we're all going through this tough time in life, and it's still happening, and especially like in India, right? Pray for them and for other parts of the world that people get better and that we can get back to our normal life. And realistically, I love JP Sachs as an example, but that's kind of where it was born out of. It's like, if the world was ending, you come over, right? It's like, I was so tired of listening to sad song after sad song, hearing negative things over and over and over again. And so the song literally says that. I'm so sick of all these sad songs. I just wanted something that was a little bit happier because I found myself stuck in that rut. And I wanted to give myself, as well as those people around me, a boost of a motivation, realistically, into something that's a better light.
Did you find with this, since you were just so challenged and pushed and determined to go in a different trajectory, is it different from what you normally do, Jack? Or have you found that did it keep you in a safe space, or do you feel that it really took you to a different space where you haven't gone originally with your other tracks or music?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So realistically, there's kind of two components to that. There's the lyrics of the song and the storytelling, as well as the production. So I think first off, the production, this is one of the first songs that I put out, second song actually ever that I put out that I produced myself. And that is very exciting in and of itself. And honestly, when I approached the production, because it was written acoustically, I wasn't really sure what direction to take it. But when it turned out the way it did, I knew it was right. And I just had that gut feeling. And so it has a little bit more of an electronic feel to it, which is different than what I'm used to, but definitely something that I know that fit my brand and just myself sonically. It's continuing to evolve, and I knew it was right. Again, it's got a good feel to it. But the second half of it is the lyrics. And it does dive into like when I was in high school and kind of some of the things I've gone through in life, such as depression and kind of getting over those things. So it definitely was challenging to come out of myself and really dig deep into those. Fortunately, I had two great writers, one by the name of Effie and one of my good friends named Nick Isham, who helped me really bring it to life and walk through that.
Before we do the live drop of Sad Songs, I would like to give the audience, and I want to thank everyone for tuning in, those that are listening on the app, those that are listening to on your tablet and your computers on the Power 98.5 satellite radio website, Alexa, MyTuner, Radio Line, radio.com. It really means a lot to us because this is why we are here in radio, why we are here in entertainment. What all of us should be doing in media is supporting these music artists. They deserve more money, more exposure, more leverage than what is happening in the industry right now. And this is my goal here in the entertainment industry and here on this satellite radio station, to be doing this for talent and creatives such as yourself, Jack. And I will be putting Sad Songs, very honored by Nicholas to have sent that to me, on Power 98.5. So once it officially launches tonight at midnight, which will be officially Friday, May 14th, you will be able to listen to Sad Songs on rotation on Power 98.5. With that being said, Jack, what I would like to know, so our listeners in the audience can understand the difference in how you evolved and where you went into that space. And diamonds they're always made through pressure and time. And that's what had happened here with you. You got into a space within yourself and within your world, and you broke through that. You didn't succumb to it. You didn't let it, you didn't invoke it. You didn't do anything but resist, and was like, no, I'm taking a different direction. I'm going to have a different narrative here. So from your previous music, Stuck, Calluses, Easy, As We Go, I want to play one of your tracks here so we can really feel the difference and how your narrative just went from one place, because all your music's incredible, to Sad Songs and just lead up to that place in that space of Sad Songs. So what song should I play from a previous track of yours?
I would say Calluses or Stuck. Those are two of some of my favorites. Stuck is fun. It definitely has some upbeat. Calluses is raw.
We're going to do Calluses. All right, so right now, once again, I'm not playing Sad Songs just yet. I'm going to play Calluses by Jack. We are going to just not only step into his world, but really feel the difference and the textures and the layers of who he is as a creative, who he is as a musician, as a producer, and what we have to look forward to in the future. So Calluses is it. All right, you ready?
Here we go.
All right, here we go. Calluses by Jack Conway. And hold on real quick, my friend. Now I'm already logged in. Now what the heck? I love playing from Spotify, but I'm already logged in. Hold on for a moment. Let's see here. Don't mess with me. We're going to get it. All right. Can I log in? I thought I was already there. Hold on.
You know that's what the internet does.
It does. I always have Spotify on, and it's like, what is this? All right. You know what? Let me go to a different. Let me access my Spotify and see if I can get it here. All right. So Jack Conway, Spotify. Hey, everybody knows me. I'm not about perfection. I'm just myself. So it's like we're going to have just a real transition here. Everybody knows the internet likes to fuck up and do its own little thing. No matter.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
it says it saves your password. It doesn't, but it does, you know.
It actually logged me out. All right.
Oh.
All right, we're going to do it this way. I'm going to go to my Apple Music. Watch this. And you better not mess with me and ask me to log in here. Even when I tell it to keep me logged in. You get that same thing, Jack? You tell it the system to stay logged in, and for some reason you're logged out?
Yeah, it's like they want all your data and they want all your privacy, but...
Years ago, I'm going to tell you this, I used to be such a perfectionist, and I would probably go in, I would cut this whole piece out and edit it, because this also gets uploaded to the distribution for, you know, podcasts and stuff, Apple and Spotify and all that. So those who aren't able to tune in live are able to catch it. But I'm not going to do it. You know, this is what happens. So
this is the real deal. This is the real world.
It sure is. All right, now I got to find you. So let me browse. All right. That's the beauty about being live. You can just sit back and have fun.
Best part.
All right. Jack Conway. It's all worth it too. All right, Apple, you better help me. All right, here we go. There you are. And
boom.
I guess I'm gonna have to rely on my Apple Music.
Coming through.
Back when I was 8 years
there we go.
I learned to split my life between two households. I always went to church and did what I was told. And I was 8 years old. Then I found myself in pain. I saw my parents arguing in the driveway. My brother grabbed my hand and then we ran away. Out the backyard gate. I didn't know it then, but I can see it now. Nothing's certain, so it's up to you to make it out. That's what it's all about. So this goes out to all of the hopeless kids. You're so much more than all of your brokenness. You're stronger cause you're covered in calluses. This is for the love that someone wouldn't give. The nights you overcome when you could call it quits. It's all been adding up to give you calluses. Calluses. Then when I was 17, I suffered from depression and anxiety. My brother left for college, so I had to be the man of the family. The pressure started building, but I couldn't scream. Instead, I tried to take my life at just 18. It never felt like anyone was listening. It was only me. Oh, I didn't know it then, but I can see it now. Nothing's certain, so it's up to you to make it out. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. This goes out to all of the hopeless kids. You're so much more than all of your brokenness. You're stronger cause you're covered in calluses. Calluses. This is for the love that someone much more than all of your brokenness. You're stronger cause you're covered in calluses. This is for the love that someone wouldn't give, the nights you overcome when you could call it quits. It's all been adding up to give you calluses. Calluses.
That's a powerful track.
Thank you. I think I get emotional every time I hear it.
How do you feel hearing that? What memories does that bring back to you?
Oh man, my childhood. There's a lot of, I mean, just like everybody's got a story, and I think it makes you who you are. And I definitely, without getting too far into it, I had a very broken childhood. But as you could hear with my siblings, I'm one of 7, but they have helped make me who I am, and they've always been there for me. So that's what I think about. And I think about how far we've come and how far yet there still is to go. And I know how far down I've been, but just like sad songs and going into that, there's so much positivity that we can offer.
Do you reflect of how incredibly resourceful and resilient and powerful and gifted, and how much you're a gift in this world, 25, compared to the mindset that you had at 17 and 18, knowing who you are now is such a young age and such a young man. Aren't you proud of yourself?
You know what? Old me would have said no, because I would have been too humble. But I have come to own it, and I am very proud of myself, because that was me. It's the same person, but you redefine yourself, and I'm very excited and enthusiastic, realistically, about who I am, where I am, and how I continue to just live every day.
What would you say to someone that experience or had experiences or are experiencing what you went through at the age of 17, 18, and 19? What words of encouragement do you have for that person or those people right now?
Yeah, I think, honestly, I'm thinking about it, and there's no perfect line that I could say, right? Because depression, anxiety, suicide, all those things, right? Those things are all very raw and they're very real. And especially when you're going through them, it's like when you're looking at something and you're right in it, you don't really see it. But then when you step back and you have a perspective, you're like, oh, now I understand how things work. But if I were to say something, I would probably just realistically provide words of encouragement, but also reality, and say, this is not you. Your emotions don't define you. Your situation doesn't define you. You get to redefine yourself every single day, and everybody's an artist, right? We get to create our reality. You and I can watch the same exact movie and have different experiences. That means in life, you get to choose how you see the experience. It can be terrible, but you can take positivity. Just like I know that, and no offense to my father, but I don't want to be anything like him. I could have also gone the other way and been very resentful and talked about those things and made it ruin my life. But I'm going to choose and make that decision just like everybody else can as an artist themselves, and create their reality and say, hey, there's a right way to do things. There's a better way to do things. And I want that for myself and those around me.
I respect that, and I appreciate you sharing that. That I can feel that. There was no filter at all, Jack. That's reality. That's truth.
Amen.
Which brings us now that everyone has heard calluses. We're going to now be gifted with another, or in addition, a perspective from Jack Conway with sad songs. And I don't need to worry about Spotify or waiting for Apple Music to load. I've got it right here. Thanks to Nicholas. You ready for sad songs live? Power 98.5.
Back in high school, I was uncool. Walked around with headphones on, playing Coldplay through the hallway, but I never seemed to fix my problems. Broke up with my depression, my anxious adolescence. I finally learned my lesson. I don't have the money for a new car, but I can take a lift out to Malibu. Might not ever make it as a big star, but I'm over the moon. Yeah, I'm finally fucking happy, and it's been way too long. I'm so sick of all these sad songs. So sick of all these sad songs. Streaming LANY, thinking maybe it'll make me high like it did. But love you so bad, doesn't throw back. It only makes me feel like a kid. Broke up with my obsessions, Linkin Park evanescence. I finally learned my lesson. I don't have the money for a new car, but I can take a lift out to Malibu. Might not ever make it as a big star, but I'm over the moon. Yeah, I'm finally fucking happy, and it's been way too long. I'm so sick of all these sad songs. So sick of all these sad songs. I don't have the money for a new car, but I can take a lift out to Malibu. Might not ever make it as a big star, but I'm over the moon. I don't have the money for a new car, but I can take a lift out to Malibu. Might not ever make it as a big star, but I'm over the moon. Yeah, I'm finally fucking happy, and it's been way too long. I'm so sick of all these sad songs. So sick of all these sad songs. I don't have the money for a new car, but I can take a lift out to Malibu. So sick of all these sad songs.
This is my new favorite song by you.
I love it. I'm so excited about this one.
I would have opened with that track, but I didn't want to do it. That's why I stayed with my original opening, because the sensitivity and the opportunity that this is the first live drop of Sad Songs by Jack Conway. I wanted this moment to be very special, to be very much a great and most positive moment for those that get to listen to it to the first time here on Power 98.5.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I'm glad we went with Calluses and then into this. And I don't know if you noticed, Jack, but there's a similarity, but I could feel the evolution of Jack Conway between the two songs. Very, very different.
Absolutely. It's definitely, there's so, again, same story that I'm telling in a lot of ways. And that's what songwriters do. We share stories from different perspectives. But I want to just provide it in a happy light. And it's definitely, I love that song. It brings me joy every single time I hear it.
How many new tracks are you coming out? Is it once a month? How are you doing it right now?
Yeah, so that's a great question. It is definitely something that I'm toying with, the idea of releasing more than one track a month right now, because I have a lot of songs and records that I've really been putting together over the course of the past couple months, and even obviously in the last year and et cetera. But as I've been doing more of the production hands-on, I'm in my studio every single day doing this. So I've thought about providing more than one a month, and I think that's where we're headed. But yes, as of now, to your point, it's one Probably about every 4 to 5 weeks is about how we're doing it right now.
Okay. Any upcoming projects, anything that your fans, the listeners, people who are going to be tuning in on, you know, Power 98.5, on listening to this on Spotify, Apple Music. I'm going to be placing this. So tomorrow's Friday. This is going to be aired 8 a.m. and I'm going to put this at 12 p.m. and we're going to do all the rest of this week. So we're going to do Friday. I'm going to send this over to my team. Saturday, Sunday. So this episode with Jack Conway, if you're just tuning in, if you missed part of it, if you didn't get to catch Calluses or Sad Songs, this show will be airing at 8 a.m. Eastern Time and 12 p.m. Eastern Time, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you want to share, if someone's not able to make it, if you can't get to it on Alexa, the app, whatever, you know, go to Apple, go to Spotify, you know, Live on Air with Stephen Cuoco. I want everyone to share this episode and let your friends and family be able to not only have the experience of hearing Jack's music, but his story, his vulnerability, his transparency, his truth. You've got me really, really inspired right now. So I want to thank you for that, Jack. And like I said, getting back to it, we now know what you want to do with your music, concerts, anything virtual, online, Instagram, Facebook, any live performances. What could be coming up?
Yeah, so I go live every once in a while on social media in regards to that. Specifically, to your point, as we were discussing earlier, I actually am prepping to tour more heavily next year. So right now, as things continue to open up, I am in Los Angeles. So things are turning a new page, as they say, and hopefully venues will continue to open. Right now, everything is virtual. I am heavily in a process, though, of ensuring that I have a continuous stream of music coming out. So that is where my next focus is, actually, in regards to kind of a next page, even after Sad Songs. There may or may not be a sad song coming out afterwards, but very, very much looking forward to it as well, because discussing raw, vulnerable, being real, that's something that Sad Songs is one thing. It's very exciting, but the next one to come is just going to offer, again, a different perspective. And that's something that I'm very, very, very much looking forward to that is coming soon.
Definitely sit down and have a conversation with Nicholas and Taylor. Once again, Nicholas and Taylor are Jack's representatives over there at Elite Talent. Find placement, independent films. There's a lot of filming going on. I'm getting a lot of, email blasts, and I don't, exaggerate. And I mean a lot. Like, there's a lot of casting. Actually, when we get done, myself, my team, we're going to be getting all of this together and putting it into perspective to, get it ready for, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and getting those little mini clips to send over to you and your team. But at the same time, I'm going to be finishing an application for casting for a dating show. So not only that, there's a lot of filming going on, and I would love to hear your music in Netflix, HBO, independent films. There's still independent film projects going on. Are you guys considering, or have you had talks about placing your music in TV and film?
Absolutely. And I've actually been in touch with a couple sync companies in regards to those things. It's always just got to make sure the right things are in order when it comes to, I guess, paperwork is just the best way to put it. But yes, that's definitely something I'm very much looking forward to. I do write for sync as well. And so, as well as my own artist project, there's a lot of other different things I do as a producer and as a songwriter, and those projects as well for up and coming projects to be on the lookout for. Those will be there.
We are about to close, and I'm closing out with playing Sad Songs by Jack Conway. Who would you like to give a shout out to, my friend?
First off, I want to thank Taylor and Nicholas for making this happen, very much so. As well as I know at least 2 of my brothers are listening as well. I want to thank them for listening. I appreciate their support and everybody who has supported me thus far, as well as Nick Isham and Effie, the 2 songwriters of the song, for also helping make this happen. And lastly, Buck Snow, for helping me mix and master sad songs. All these people are so important in my life, and there's people I'm missing, I know. But I appreciate those people, and they mean the world to me, and their encouragement helps me keep going.
Well, when you come out with more tracks, this isn't going to be the first and last time. So we're not going to be singing or thinking of a sad song by thinking this is the last time Jack Conway's going to be on live on air with Stephen Cuoco on Power 98.5. Anytime you got an upcoming track, reach out to me. You know, Nicholas and Taylor, you're listening. They know. Reach out to me. I definitely want you back on the show more often than not. Where would be the best place that you would like people to connect with you? Is it Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all the above?
Yeah, all the above. And just common thread for all of it is just Jack Conway, my name, music. Jack Conway music.
How do you feel? Anything you want to close with before we finish listening to sad songs?
I feel great. It's almost Friday. Song's coming out. I'm gonna have a great day. Enjoy your 70-degree weather. And that's all that matters, man. Right here and right now.
That's it. Well, you guys have been having summer out there in LA, not us out here in the New York area at all. My God, yeah.
Well, I will say actually this last piece. So fun story about sad songs. I have my brother and his wife live in Manhattan there. And actually she sent me a sound clip of the train going by one day, and I was like, I'm going to use this in a song. So at the very end of the song, it's actually at the intro too. You can't really hear it though. If you listen to the very end soundbite, there actually is a New York subway.
Okay. Well, let's listen on this one, on this track. You'll hear it.
Yep.
All right. I better turn it up then. Thank you everyone for joining Jack Conway here live on air with Stephen Cuoco on Power 98.5. Sad songs.
I'm so sick of all these sad songs. So sick of all these sad songs. I don't have the money for a new car, but I can take a lift out to Malibu. So sick of all these sad songs.
Friend us on your socials and let's connect.